This podcast is brought to you by Renewal by Anderson of Central Pennsylvania, who wants to show you a little bit of love during this February. If you buy one window or door, you'll get another window or door for 40% off, and another $200 off your patio door project. Ooh la la. Call 717-727-7558 or drop by rbacentralpa.com/deals for more information. A sheriff's campaign team has admitted AI was used to generate bogus news stories. Meanwhile, time to comment on that PPL settlement is running out. Dutch Wonderland is opening early this year. Lastly, a program was nipped in the bud. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and you're listening to Today in PA. About 30 news stories were removed from the campaign website of Philadelphia Sheriff Rochelle Ballal, reports the Associated Press. Stories which, the Philadelphia Inquirer points out, quote, highlights Sheriff Ballal's record of accomplishment during her time in office. So why would these glowing news stories get removed? Because it turns out they were created by a consultant the campaign used with ChatGPT, even though they were attributed to actual publications and reporters like NBC 10 and the Inquirer itself. These stories were based on real events, Ballal's team would like you to know, but after they provided the consultant with some positive talking points, the consultant provided them to the AI service and thus, quote, generated fake news articles to support the initiatives that are part of the AI prompt. Many experts are calling for regulation of AI's use in government on all levels in light of this, stressing fears of misinformation. Says Ballal's former finance chief Brett Mandel, who claims to have been fired for raising concerns about office finances, quote, I think we have seen at the local and national level not only a disregard for the truth and the institutions we have thought of being as gatekeepers to the truth, but I think we have eroded all trust in this area. If you were a customer who was caught in the PPL electric utilities billing fiasco last year, your time to comment on the proposed $17 million settlement is drawing to a close, reports Lancaster Online. This all stemmed from when PPL customers noticed their bills are being kind of funky, like being way too high or way too low, or not coming at all. And when they tried to reach out about it, there was a lack of customer service support to boot. It eventually came to light that there was a problem with transferring actual meter data which backed up normal customer billing operations, resulting in the sending of estimated bills. Customers can now give their opinions on the settlement free of charge up until 4:30 p.m. on February 28th. For more information, go ahead and click on that podcast link. Dutch Wonderland is opening earlier than ever this year, states PennLive. The earliest it's ever opened, actually, March 29th. The Lancaster County Amusement Park will only be open on weekends through the end of May, though then, come June, it'll be open on the daily. Pittsburgh launched a taxpayer-funded spay and neutering program for pet dogs and cats and feral cats, says the Tribune Review. Priorities. And this free service has already been nipped in the bud due to what city officials called both quote-unquote inappropriate and quote-unquote disingenuous abuses of it. Basically, people were coming from outside the city to take advantage of it. So the city paused the program with no real timeline as to when it'll be available again, if ever. Oh well. That wraps up today's episode. For even more Pennsylvania news and beyond, visit PennLive.com. And please remember to rate this podcast wherever you listen to podcasts, and email me at todayinpa@PennLive.com with any questions or comments you may have. Thanks in advance, and as always, thanks for listening. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and I'll return for another episode of Today in PA. This podcast is brought to you by Renewal by Anderson of Central Pennsylvania, who wants to show you a little bit of love during this February. If you buy one window or door, you'll get another window or door for 40% off, and another $200 off your patio door project. Ooh la la. Call 717-727-7558 or drop by rbacentralpa.com/deals for more information.